EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And off we go from Denver. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Throwing first play is Herbert. Short throw to Smith. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray looking to change the play here. Second down, they go again with Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Murray now running left off the option. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Close. Big ace.
To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent. and sometimes spectacular.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Herbert now. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Achane once more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devon Achane. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Henry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Hardman. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after after the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. Hey, check back 11. Check back 11. I can't believe they let you come back. Come back. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check back 11. Check back 11. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, tempo. Check back 11. Come on, baby.
Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a big ace. Watch safety 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into...
He's got a man, complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Henry running right. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. The toss right to Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Achane. Touchdown, Falcons! Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.